how is everybody doing today? I hope I named the broadcast. Alrighty. Today we are attempting to showcase the Purge Staff build that I always use, and to do so, we're actually not going to go into this Vigil Maelstrom mission because I just don't think it really showcases the build how I want to. So, Wormwood, agents, report enemy concentration. I feel like the high intensity is probably the best way to do it. This ought to be a fun one to do it on. Let's try it on this mission. And the reason for this is because this build really excels in hordes, and having a bunch of gunners around doesn't really let me showcase the build how I want to show it off. It definitely still works really well in hordes. I just want to show it off in a particular way. So, we're going to hop into it. How is everybody doing today? On this fine Monday, do you have the Monday scaries? Let's see. I shall open up the stream. That's what I should do. Let's see here. Wrong button. Okay. YouTube. It's a funny. It's very funny thumbnail that popped up on YouTube. Yeah, my channel. That's what we want. We want Purge Time. Is that Purge Time? It's a funny. Good day, all. Very funny thumbnail that popped up on YouTube. Alright, yeah, slap that bad boy over there. We want Purge Time. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Oof, level 466 veteran. That's crazy. We are at... What are we at? 630 subscribers. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. If you like the content... Now, I'll wait until we're in the mission so I can link to that build ready. So don't even think about snaffling them. Can't hurt to have the muffins and their allies. We are at 630 subscribers. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. Like the content. I need to watch a video on how to download YouTube live streams. It's kind of strange. You can't do that. I'm gonna like my own video. Kick a Chad move. Let's go. Gosh, I feel like my nose always starts itching whenever I start playing the game. Whenever I get on live stream, that's when my nose itches. I think it's because I'm talking more or something. Who knows? Alrighty. Welcome, everybody, to the live stream. Today we're showing off the Purge build. We're running the Pokey Wiener Sword and the Purge Staff. Whenever I get on live stream, don't get. So on this build, we're focusing on doing lots of sustained damage, knockback, and Soul Blaze. I've pretty much run everything for Soul Blaze. There's lots of ways to run this build. I'm running Smite. You could run Brain Burst. You could also use Telekine Shield instead of Purging. But me personally, this is just the Purge Staff build. I'm also going to have another build where it's just full on. You don't care making the build as meta as possible, as powerful as possible. You just want to go for the full Pokey Stabby fire, as much Soul Blaze as possible fun, which is, in my opinion, the best way to play it. But this build is the one that I've used the longest as just my standard Brigadist build. What's up, guys? Yeah. Back here. Get this guy. Thank you. See, I run this sword just to deal with the big guys because this build struggles with HVT targets. Is somebody falling off the map or something? Weird audio too. Back here. So the Psyker usually struggles to deal with large beasts of Nurgle monstrosities and such. That's just par for the course for the Psyker class. Obviously, you can definitely build your classes to deal with these kinds of enemies better than the Psyker, but I personally don't have the build ran like that. And the main job of the Psyker is really to let your rest of your team breathe while you deal with the monstrosities. Now, I don't think I have weak spot damage on this build. I would recommend it though, it's definitely good because we're going for a lot of weak spot shots in general. But we're also just purging. On this sword at the moment, I don't really have an ideal one of these swords, the wiener swords. It's just fun to poke dudes in the head with it. I haven't really bothered to min-max roll one, but essentially you want weak spot damage, repeated power on hit. You could also roll it in a shred crit hit rate kind of idea too. There's a lot of ways you could run it. But overall in this build you can run the chain sword as well, the dueling sword. You can kind of run it whatever way you want to. It's pretty... What I do like about the dueling swords is they're really good at pushing enemies away. I always mess up the combo on the staff. You're supposed to have light and then heavy. We get hit by a large group of these guys who just start brain bursting. Of course, you could run brain burst itself. Unyielding damage is probably a good idea as well. We have Carapace and Maniac damage though, and that's so we can deal with mutants, maniacs. Look at this guy right here. Look at it. Alright, I'm not even using the perk staff though. I'm being a silly boy. I don't know why. I've usually never used this sword that much. Oh, I just let that happen to me. That was a big fumble on my part. Gotta get in the zone here. Oh, he's rather here right now. We're gonna try and adjust somebody. Haha. What am I doing? This build particularly excels if you stay together with your teammates, which I'm not doing. Give him a stagger. Darktide will go ahead and not hit it for us. Don't know why. So this build I'm particularly running Warp Nexus and Warp Nexus and Warp Flurry for increased crit strike chance. Increased crit strike chance and charge rate on secondary attacks. That way we can really keep high full charge secondary attacks going to just be blazing and suppressing a lot of stuff for long periods of times. And when you're hitting crits with Soul Blaze, you're actually applying extra stacks of Soul Blaze. So rather than doing a lot more damage, you're applying a lot more Soul Blaze, which is fantastic. That's what we want. So we'll try and cover these guys as they're running in there. Actually, I can hear the YouTube stream in my ears. Okay, there. Mute. That's much better. So there'll probably be a horde coming out of like this door or something. We'll stay in here and take care of it. So the idea is we're horde suppression, and we let our team be able to do their jobs that they want to do. Whether we take on specialists or just really do the objective. We specialize in just suppressing large groups of enemies and doing a lot of damage because of that. These little guys particularly are quite easy to take care of. You see a larger enemy come out, you give them the Blaze Force Sword. Brain Burst is the way I like to do it. You can just run Brain Burst on the build if you want instead. But that would require not using Smite. I personally like Smite. Brain Burst. It's the easiest way to do it. The light heavy is the best combo for this sword. It's the most satisfying one for me. probably brain bursting like ads right now. Just waiting to get bursted real well. I feel like the games right now are a little lackluster. I did another game before this to try and have it as a showcase for the build, but the overall mission didn't maelstrom like walk through it. It's Monday, guys. It's Monday. Give me a break. The overall mission was just kind of boring, though. I just stood there where that guy pounded me. But the mission, we like walked through it, and there wasn't very many hordes, so I thought it was kind of boring. Like it didn't really show off the build in the way I wanted it to be showed off on. These guys, we don't do a ton of damage to flak armored enemies, but that's definitely why we take flak armored damage on the Purge staff. You can give them the primary fire has a lot more stagger than the secondary fire, so if you're ever dealing with higher armored enemies or harder to stagger enemies, you definitely want to give them primary fire rather than the secondary fire. Like I gave that guy secondary fire, I probably could have held him off faster. So now hopefully somebody else will come set the objective while I clear out these guys. Need somebody else to come to the objective, please. Or somebody to cover me. You'll see I've been purge staffing for quite a while now. Chained attacks, and I am only at 15 peril, and the peril generation on this build is so low, accompanied with the chance to quell on kill, that we kind of just stand here and purge forever. As long as there's any semblance of a horde, you never ever have to quell. Now that can be a bad thing because if you're at high peril, you get extra damage, up to 20% based on how much peril you have. But we still get up there in peril eventually, and you know we don't even really need the extra damage. Okay, finally, this guy's here. Hopping on in here, boys. Purge is one of my go-to builds, just because the Soul Blaze is a great time, and I mean, yeah, Soul Blaze, it's fun. It's one of the Psyker's more unique abilities, entertaining as well. Got a lot of enemies out here. We'll just stand in Soul Blaze. The damage from it's not bad. Our teammates are also doing damage. You're definitely not like a specialist killer with this build. You're definitely a horde killer. You could run like random chance to brain burst as well. Might make you more effective against hordes with more targets in it. But I think that ability is so inconsistent and it's up not that often. And even if you get the brain burst, it could be on like a random poxwalker or something when you're shooting at a horde. So I find that to be like, it's just a strange ability to take because it's just not consistent whatsoever. Useful sometimes, yes. Sometimes you'll whip out the brain burst sword and you can get a double brain burst off of it, and that'll instantly kill something. Fantastic. I just don't find it that useful. In fact, what I find the most useful is to just run Smite and give my teammates an extra 10% damage boost and the breathing room time to kill the enemies. This really is all it comes down to. So we can click F and apply a bunch of Soul Blaze to a lot of guys. This guy is What? Oh, I am in fire. Very interesting. All kinds of weird stuff going on right there. Alrighty. That's not so bad. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. They're much appreciated. Oh. No, Maxime. I do not have a video about this build yet. That is what we are working on today. It'll go up probably tomorrow, I think. I'll put up the video. I'll make it today and after this video. And I'll be posting them up. Well, that was underwhelming. I'm a little rough today, to be honest. I haven't played in a few days. That was a whiff on my part. Hopefully these guys come and res me for like the third time this game. I'm absolutely not carrying this game. Thank you, big boy. Yikes, no, don't die.
Requesting assistance.
Oh, I'm probably dead. Oh, thank you. I did die. Alright, I gotta lock in here. Stop being kind of bad.
Be separated.
Oh, wrong game in stream description. There's a game in the stream description? Dear God.
I believe the souls the Emperor consumes must be a terrible agony to him.
We're in a roll this way. YouTube Studio. How do I even edit the live stream? Maybe I can do it from OBS. Stop streaming. Well, looks like that's what it's going to be for now. But thank you for letting me know. I'll be sure to try and put the right game, whatever. It's interesting. I don't know if I can even edit that from where I'm at.
Repel the horde!
I'm very distracted at the moment. There's a horde coming. Let me just put my shooting back up. Get back with my team. I'll have to take a look at that in a moment.
The beast is killed. Timely medicate for you, veteran.
See a large horde like this, you just give them a fanning flame. Lots of people like to just spam the primary fire. I think that's kind of annoying and lame. I like the primary flame just hose down. You can spam the primary fire like this if you want, but try not to stand out in the total open with this build. Got him. Find my teammates kill him a lot more than faster than the brain burst even gets him a lot of the time.
Over a punch any day.
Someone call for a bomb. We got the bomb alarm.
That's a lot of big guys. That is a quarter. Boy, a lot of big guys like this that we might not excel at killing, but we do have teammates that are great at killing them. We'll just give them the smite. I find whenever I have a build that tends to get overran by armor targets, smite's the best way to deal with it for Psyker as an ability. This is so can give him the F. Well, a little bit. We could go in here and punch him if we wanted to. No need. We're doing just fine. Our guy over here looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. He's getting a little pummeled in here. Try and get those guys off. Kill the mutant. Easy to easy to take care of.
I strongly advise you remain.
That bothers me now that I know that the game the description is wrong. Oh, I can edit the video right here. Edit video. Edit button. I don't even know there is a game. Public description game. I don't have anywhere to actually select what game it is. I'll have to look into that a little bit. My teammate's not going to bring that over here. We'll give him a little stagger with the flame, although he just ran through him, so stagger with the flame is not exactly necessary. You can see we're already back up to 5 warp charges though, so using the 10% chance to gain a warp charge using Soul Blaze as a kill allows you to really just charge up a ton of Soul Blaze or Soul Warp charges. It's pretty easy to do that. See right here we have so many guys, we'll pop that. We're at the 1, 2, 3, 4 warp charges already. We just expended all of them just moments ago on our F ability, so maintaining warp charges on this build is certainly quite easy. If you ever need some breathing room, just click F, apply Soul Blaze, give a little knockback to everybody in front of you. It's a fantastic way to clear them out of there. Try and go for the weak spot hits with those as well. The crushers, that'll help you a long way. Hope.
We killed the Tox Flamer.
Back up the stream. Hopefully he does not get trapped up there.
Follow me.
Nice.
Reaching the Empyrean.
Come on, guys. Do-do-dum, do-dum. You know, we'll stagger a lot. Pretty much almost everything that's not like a mutant. We'll go ahead and give these guys a smite. I was thinking about trying to duel it out, but there's a lot of dudes right there. And we're also down when we have a bot, which is not fantastic. We apply Soul Blaze to everybody. We just drop a lot of arrow generation reduction by having 6 warp charges. And we apply Soul Blaze to all of it, so we're doing a lot of Soul Blaze tick damage, and we apply the smite damage on top of it. We're running pretty good. Alright, now we got a horde. That's good. These are mostly hordes though, so we can whip out the Purge staff anyways. Armored hordes, you might whip out the smite. Unarmored mass hordes, whip this out. Now you can keep using the Purge staff if your team has the armored hordes under control. But if they look like they need a few more seconds to deal with them, smite, the smite. It does smite things. It's pretty good. Now that's a huge little wave right there. So we're gonna train him back to our team over here and give him the big boy. We'll We'll get a stagger with our F, and we'll see how fast our warp charges come back. We've got 5 already. Hello. Of course, charging that warp charge wasn't necessary there. I just did it for the fun. We've got a lot of guys coming right here as well. We'll give them an F, and then we'll give them a smite. We'll give them a warp charge and a brain pop. Now we hit him in the arm, which is pretty. Also, I should just be weak attacking right here instead. Fantastic. Still somebody. I hear another crusher somewhere. It's not a. It's not a silent crusher.
If that were the case, I hardly think he'd be allowed.
Give him a wave. Give him a wave. You can even stagger these large guys with a couple hits. So. I've never seen this box. I don't know why I'd ever walk into that little room. Gotcha. Now, of course, you could have just done that with a chainsword too. Fantastic way to deal with those guys. Easy, consistent. What I do like about the 4 swords is that they're great at pushing pox bursters.
Excessive force authorized.
Those gunners, I just want to stall them out for a second. If they become a problem again, you just stun them again. I'm stunning at the ceiling. We're in our room now. So the armor-piercing shot with this weapon is quite good on armored targets. And it's also quite fun to just poke guys in the head. We've got a large horde there. We haven't even popped our F yet. We could if we really wanted to. You want to ping high-value targets through your thing as well. And here's a trick as well when you're shooting. If you start your purge shot, you can actually left go with left trigger and ping with your middle mouse. Now, if you let go of your right trigger, you'll stop. But if you just tap left trigger, it'll shoot until the duration of the fire goes out, so you don't have to actually hold it down. That gives you a finger to do something else with. Finger your mouse somewhere else. You know.
Couldn't hurt to pick up the pace though. Ain't as though you want to show up during the exchange. Might get a little bit too excited, even for you.
It is a birthday I must attend to today. Haha, somebody's 23rd birthday. I don't have him a present. Guys, donate to me now. Give me present money. I'm just kidding. I don't think I can actually be donated to on YouTube. Shill, donate me money. E-beg. Money. I don't have anime titties. I can't. Come on. These guys are kind of fun to deal with. They used to be easier to deal with the 4 sword because you used to be able to poke them and start your brain burst and then dodge away. But now if you dodge, it'll cancel the brain burst, which was really an addition added to these weapons to help with the chain sword, since people wanted to be able to animation inside of this thing. That's annoying sometimes. If you give the dogs the wave, they will get staggered out. See, I can stagger out this guy over here. His kick always just makes me laugh. Okay, hey. Just trying to have a fun time with you guys. Hitting me when I'm trying to just hang around. So we got a lot of guys coming up the back here. Taking unarmored enemy damage on the staff is not a bad idea. I believe what I have on my staff, actually, is crit hit rate and crit hit damage, because I just went all out for the crits. And like I said before, hitting a crit... Actually, you know, maybe the crit hit damage might be a terrible idea, because it only applies... it applies extra stacks of Soul Blaze, so what does 10% crit hit damage do? Does it actually do more crit hit damage as well, or do I apply more Soul Blaze, or does it literally do nothing? I don't know. I don't have a good way of telling. This is how I've been running it. That should have been a wave, not a beam. I play a little worse on stream because I'm also thinking about how do I commentate this and explain what I'm doing. Not quite as in the zone as me. skipping that sniper because I don't really have the range to deal with them at the moment. Oh, jeez. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Give a wave into the fire because we had that pox burster coming. He knocked it back. That was good. We have a lot of spread out shotgunners here, so we'll whip out smite. That should stun a few guys. Maybe didn't do that much. Oh. This guy's got a bunch of guys right here. I wouldn't mind if I did. It's really great on indoor maps where you get a lot of funneled in enemies. It's a lot of fun to run this build. Just to watch them all like melt in front of you. A lot of the people like barely even use the rip that, get the res. Push attack to everybody. Ah, get away, get away, get away. Give a smite. Just go back to the objective now. La-di-dee. I'm supposed to dodge.
I need assistance. This seems a serious injury.
That is a plethora of mistakes on my part. Tag the sniper. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. I've gone down so many times this game. But we've done 500k damage, which is quite a lot. Botepa joined late, so his damage is artificially low. Taking flak armor damage instead of crit hit damage is probably just a fine idea. Take a look at how many crits we've actually hit. We've hit 1.6 thousand crits this game. The fun part about this build is you can kind of purge forever. And you see, actually somebody just died from Soul Blade's tick damage and it quelled my peril automatically. Because we kill so many small guys so fast with this build that you can actually just... I should be helping that guy out of the thing, but I was not. You kill so many small enemies with this build that that 10% chance to quell, 10% peril and kill procs so often that you can really just kind of purge forever. There's a decent chance you'll never blow up. And you know, if you do, you can just venting shriek. That's a good use of that build. Mega bomb. Towards the small guys, you just kind of fan it, it'll hold the whole board back because they have such little stagger resistance. Don't forget to use your dodge to be a little bit more mobile. Let's do that. I've never tried to... I don't think we can ever well. Never really tried to pop the eye with it. Hit the button. Pull the lever prong. Menace. I don't even know what that one does. It should increase attack speed or something. There's one that increases damage, that sounds good. The other one I'm not really sure what it does. Just have a little... Boards just really can't even touch you when you're running it. Da da da. Gog healed 1 wound. No titties, no money. Yeah, you're right. No titties, no money. Can you imagine if I was a girl streaming Darktide? That is a niche that's yet to be filled. So we did 575,000 damage. The real point of this build is 1.9 thousand crits, which I think is insane. Which that's just a lot of crits, which is a lot of Soul Blaze. So in fact, let's open up our little thing called Google. Let's see. How do crits on Purge staff work? You know, I'm gonna make a video about it. I might as well maybe know. This guy says a lot of people told me crits apply 2 times Soul Blaze on crit with this Purge staff, which they do on left click. Did someone experiment with holding right click, and I was not getting 2 times Soul Blaze stacks on right click. Can anybody confirm this? Considered two. Okay, so they're considered 2 different weapons in the code. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so still good for the left click, but recent patches allow Purge staff to cancel its left click and still hit. This doesn't really give me any answers. That was as of that was in March, last March. How does crits work on a Purge staff? Okay, here's a post. Okay, you need at least 76% on the burn stat to hit max stacks of burn. That's useful. Reroll the 8% crit damage and 5% crit chance. Purge crits don't do extra damage, but they apply to Soul Blaze stacks. I'm not sure if the range crit damage even works on Purgs, but even if it did, that would be pretty awful because Soul Blaze doesn't crit. Yeah, I'd have to agree with this. I think the crit damage that I have on it is useless because, you know, I've never really thought about it because the staff does plenty of damage. But I think we're gonna have to roll that off and not recommend it. Now, if it does actually, if critting actually does do more damage, which we can't tell in the game because the devs have made it that easy to tell what you're doing in the game. So if the crit hits actually do apply crit hit damage, then it's good. But if they don't, which I just have a feeling they don't actually do, then that's just unfortunate. And mega lame. Mega lame indeed. So we'll run over here. Entry. So I just figured this would be like the crit staff, so I put crit hit damage on it. Oh, I don't actually have crit hit chance. Oh, well, in that case, I have lower cloud radius on this. Okay, so refine. Oh, I had flak armor damage, right? Yeah, okay. Flak armor damage makes total sense. I highly recommend flak armor. I forgot what I had on this. Oh yeah, so we roll crit strike. Chance is great. Crit hit damage, not great. We check out this here, I guess. Sometimes I check this. I usually don't even look in here, to be honest. So a really good chainsword, kind of. I don't really want though. Horrible. Most of the stuff in these places are just absolutely terrible. Oh no, I didn't look at my contracts. Are they tracking? Played 2 games today and they are not tracking whatsoever. That's nice. Replace that one. Scab with range. It's fine. Diamantine. Monstrosities. 3-player missions with no deaths. That's so annoying how the contracts don't track unless you go look at them. Why? In what world does that make sense? Trauma Force Staff, Carapace Armored, Warp Flurry, and Warp Nexus. Not bad. I'm out of monies though, because I only played Psycho last week. Okay. So, what are we running on here? So we've got the... I'm using the Deimos Force Sword, but you could also use, like, my Chain Sword would probably be really good as well. This one, yeah. This one would be great. Unarmored, I might change to Flak Armored for this build specifically, because we don't need Horde Clear on this build. This Chain Sword is originally used on my Surge Staff build, so having Horde Clear on the melee weapon is good. But for us, we want Big Boy Clear on the melee weapon. And this is our talent tree here, in case somebody was wondering. You kind of go down through this way. Voila. Now I don't have this crit peril blocking, could be good to have. Alrighty, and then, yep, this is what we take. Cooldown ability would be good, but you know, I seem to always have it when I want to use it. So I think this 5% damage bonus is fine. We're not actually getting the damage stacks or anything from this. That could be good to add on. We want the crit bonuses. You can come through Brain Burst as well right here super easily. Your pick. And so where's the crit stuff on the... See, I hate the Psyker tree. It's so stupid how they have it arranged. So we can't come to the crit hits, count you as dodged, and still get to Venting Shriek, which the whole reason we want to take... It's not hard to not blow yourself up with a perk staff. In fact, it's quite easy to not blow it's incredibly easy to not blow yourself up with a perk staff, but the Venting Shriek applying Soul Blaze is like half the fun. So we have to take Venting Shriek with the Soul Blaze, because I'd like to get these crit bonuses, but we can't get over there. Now, you could run the perk staff and go through the Telekine Shield and take these dodges, which would be fantastic. Actually, that would be really cool. Now, we can't take this one over here, but we can take this Empathic Evasion with charge cooldown and the Telekine Shield, so this would be a really good path to run as well. You just get a bunch of ability cooldown. Yeah, that would be really cool. You could come down through here or something. There's definitely another way to run this build, but the Warp Charge with this all thing that I got going on here is the way I like to run it. So we're going to make the build look this way. Alright, let's just see what the Maelstrom mission is right now. Waves of specialist enemies. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because that mission was kind of lame on the hordes as well. Just kind of want a lot of hordes so that you can see like the horde clear, but it's whatever. So we have Rending on weak spot hit on this, and then I have Riposte, which is 20% crit chance on successful dodge. I think that's kind of a crappy blessing, to be honest. I just haven't bothered even getting a really good one of these swords. You're just gonna take whatever you want that's good at knocking up big boys, you know. Increase your crit chance. Shred's probably better than that. I just like the Rending on weak spot hit is good. If you can get Rending on non-weak spot hit, just like on hit or something, that would be better. I don't even know what the blessings are, because, you know, I don't have that many Deimos swords, and I haven't bothered, like, farming them out to get all the blessings or whatever. And I can get a mod to actually look at them, which is what I should do since I'm making these build guides, but it's whatever. We're going to is Dave and Bastards. See how this run goes. What do we got? We've got a Zealot and 2 veterans and a Psych. It'll be a little interesting run.
You'd breathe it less if you knew what was really in it.
This song is sliding into decay. I'm certain there must be a more direct route.
Of course. I'll just fly you there instead. I'm being threatened by Skyfire halfway there.
Access inter-orbit data relay station TRS-150 via hangar ventilation system X-14.
Stick together! Stay sharp!
I've only been streaming for 45 minutes. Nah. Oh, really? I did that whole mission and talked for like 5 minutes.
The task is
Not
within
fast.
your limited capacity.
Okay. I'm still interested in that. Said that's still in my mind. I said it's classified as a long off with his head. This Interval Blessing guy is kind of annoying. We got a lot of guys coming up here, so we should probably do our job. We did not have a lot of gun charges to pop off with right there. But we'll just stand here and let our boys take care of all those guys. I'll get trotted from behind, that's nice. I was really just standing there hoping that the trap was going to hit somebody else. Now you could arguably say that the Zealot was doing our job for us because he just dropped that flame name. And nobody killed. The Purge staff was kind of irrelevant at that point. Maybe. You could argue that.
I'm a soldier. If I relax, I'm dead. If I'm dead, I can't kill.
I'm gonna give him like a little slide in. Oh, thank you, teammate, thank you. Wait, did he say somebody behind him?
We have finished the
Stop that. Pop. Again, me using the wrong. You should not be heavy attack wanting with the horse sword. That's the wrong combo. I do it all the time. Thank you.
Proceed to the continent. Without delay, varlets.
Got the wrong thing up. There's a lot of bad guys right here. What about this smite? Okay, that was very stupid. I thought I could run by. That was not in fact the case. Dear God, I whiffed. Oh. Nobody watched that. I did not run into a group of crushers and let them sit on me. You want to stay with your team on this build, don't run up by yourself like I did. Awkward. Yikes. Running up by yourself is overall terrible for multiple reasons. First of all, if you get too far up, you'll activate a monstrosity, like I also did. Further trolling your teammates. Let's see. Alright, let's see if this guy can carry me through my mistakes. We are absolutely horrendous at killing this piece of miracle stuff. This is really supposed to stagger him. Maybe that's something you have to roll onto it. I haven't actually looked at the beast of miracle. Or at the Zealots idol, whatever that ability is, it's blessing. I mean, I know I'm not there, but like this is still really bad.
Galvanize yourself. Victory nears.
What in the world? How is this thing not dead yet? I mean, I don't have much room to talk because I went off and died, but we got another horde coming. So this Zealot's build is really bad, I would say, because he's not impressive. He's running Cleave Eviscerator with Flamer, so it's like, what's your double niching there, really? He's doubled down on the... This thing is still alive, by the way. This monstrosity's been here for like 5 minutes. There we go.
Abomination neutralized. Can you hear me? Seem to have lost me. Trapper is neutralized.
Is this guy running my... Wait, is this guy running my Guncyker build? No, he's got Brain Burst. This is extremely like my Guncyker build. I've never seen anybody running both this auto gun and... He's running Brain Burst, I run Smite, but other than that, it's pretty much... He's using the same Force Sword, and... I mean, it's the same otherwise. I'm famous. What's that? Did you get the gun?
Requesting retrieval. I will be an asset.
Let's see if he notices. Let's see if he replies. He's replying? Ah, he just made it up.
Behold display! Trapper ahead! Trapper eliminated! Hound approaches!
I need ammunition!
I'm bleeding out!
Yeah, that Brain Burst is good. Well, that was unfortunate. Alright. I have to not be bad now. After I left these boys out to dry for so long. So we were playing on a mission with a lot of specialists, and everyone is kind of rolled into Cleave. What's the name of my... No more feeding. Yeah, I'm not feeding. I'm not feeding. They're gonna feed me. What? I don't even know the name of my... I forgot the name of my build. Alright, now the team will either do very well right here, or we will die. I hate how they blow up through doors now. So. Dude, try to... You see how far away I push him? I mean, he might have pushed him as well, but...
There is no way back!
Beauty terminated. Find that trapper. Its pitiful existence is over.
Oh, where is that at?
Feed its power.
So we'll try and grab this horde's attention. There we are. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. Now this little guy is highly stagger resistant in front of me. Maybe we hit him with some left hits, we might have staggered a bit.
The hound is dead. Emperor's mercy administered.
Boy.
Those grenades will
So if
get
we
you.
just stick together out here, a lot of the times people like come out here and they just run across the entire field by themselves. And that's the really easy way to just die out here. It's getting singled out and gunned down by gunners. But if you stick together at least a little bit and just run around to the objectives, fairly easy objective. Quick team, please. Fantastic grenade placement by Brett Favre himself. Deal with these hordes coming from behind. This is why we take the flak armor damage. Oh dear God, gunners are all over my ass. Yep. I was wondering where he was. It's like he's behind me. We got the thing. I don't know why I'm brain bursting these little guys. Oh, I was gonna brain burst that one guy, but ah! Not my job. Not my job. Not my job. Burn, please. Thank you. Okay, there she goes. Okay. I guess I'll try and do it, guys. Please, somebody, come help me! Damn objective. Okay. Barely dodged that one. There we go. Be gone. Da 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 da. Come on, everybody. Now that's probably one of the hardest parts on it. Alright, we'll give these guys a smite. The bulwarks are particularly annoying. Hopefully our boy will come in here. Ouch. There she is.
Chopper eliminated. Boratoma! Away from that monster!
That's how you... Or is it? It's okay. I can't see what it is. Sorry.
I suppose so.
These bombers are so annoying.
Buster sighted! Completely foul!
Please don't shoot me.
Threats neutralized! There is no more fight!
Gotcha.
Compellingly visceral. Grenade! Threats neutralized!
Now I have to wait for this. Ah! Don't pop on me.
So be it.
Initiating crowd control.
Yeah, that's why the Soul Blaze, that's why the Brain Burst sword kind of sucks sometimes. You get punched a bunch while you use it, and it's really annoying.
Ammunition.
And that's why it's probably not the best sword to actually take. But, pokey fun.
We have a trapper. Killed
Pokey,
it.
pokey.
The hound is gone. What? The flavor is no more.
There's a hound nearby. Take heed, bomber! Hostiles
Dear goodness. A lot of guys right there.
The enemy surrounds us!
Got him. I'm gonna cop that, sorry. Oh, these little guys.
There's more blood than seems ideal.
La ba da ba da. Da ba da da da.
Not do this alone. Remain as a circuit, a group.
Maxim, if you're still in there, what did it say my... Oh. Oh, it says Warhammer Vermintide. It's not Vermintide. I think the game is automatically setting it to Vermintide. Maybe I should have put... that's interesting. YouTube's just automatically setting it to Vermintide. I should put... I'll put Dark Tide in the title next time. We'll probably fix it.
Dead and gone. Ranger!
That's not who I thought was going to jump off right there. There it is.
Squalid existence is over. Fury over fate. My tank!
So even the Brain Burst stuns those Rangers, so that's kind of a useful little perk.
Yes, this direction's correct.
A lot of guys out there who might want to... Interesting. Well, I'll fix it next stream. I wonder if it usually does that on all my live streams or not.
Ranger! And it's angry! We've killed the Cox Flamer! Sniper sighted! May this grenade deliver holy fire!
I tried to dodge the right, and there is a wall there, in fact.
Smite that bomber!
Guide me.
Rejoin sleep!
Come here, you little boy. See, we're not staggering him with that right trigger, but I believe we hit him with that primary fire that he would get staggered.
Master destroyed. Excessive force authorized. The Ranger is dead.
Who falls the sniper?
Chopper neutralized.
I dodged into that one. Thank you. This guy's running a gun cycle. It's pretty fun. I wonder if he's running warp charges. I have another build that's pretty similar to the one that he's running that I was gonna try and make into another guncyker build. There's like so many guncyker builds you can use. What? Typing. Terrible. Alright, I'm leaving. Screw you guys. Alright, let's look how these stats are without getting shot by that sniper. 250 damage, 289 crits. Yeah, we're doing alright. It's not the best game ever. I did die for a little while. Did he respond? I wasn't looking. He did not. Alrighty.
Destroy infestation to restore function.
I suggest grenade!
I don't know if it worked.
Fire's out, associate!
Ah. I guess I'll grab that. Oh, we're all gonna. Do-do.
Atonement is not yet yours, Psycho!
I assume the soul blaze that's applied to all these guys is leftover mine from wildfire. It's just gonna spread through that entire horde.
Shield me whilst I reload! We have slain the hound!
There's two kinds of builds in here. Dun, 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 dun.
The fanatic seems to be hysterical. Codex are not required.
Further infestation detected. Identical solution indicated.
The cleave on this gun's on the sword's actually not bad either. There's no point in using that though. These areas where guys funnel down we're particularly good at as well, because they're really easy to just hit the entire group.
Relay station TRS-150 Proceed.
So be it!
Hello. But switch weapons. I feel like it's not switching weapons. It's like stuck in it. I feel like you used to do that. Just click it like that.
Neutralized.
Lights on fires! Blaster! Is ready to blow!
For the Emperor!
Hello.
Sniper is dead.
Dude just kind of, dude walking by, he's like, nah, they won't notice me.
Destroy all demonic matter to restore function.
We're already back up to max warp charges. We just popped them all a second ago, and we've already got our ability as well. So that's why we don't run any ability cooldown increases, because what, we're gonna have that 10% faster. Like we already basically had it back by the time we got up to max warp charges again, which was like 10 seconds. Ah!
An explosive end. No! Out of my mind!
If you're not running this, I'm sliding into a grenade.
Calling the war!
Nice.
It's called skill, Zealot.
Quite a lot of guys here.
Fire's out!
I guess we don't have the ability up that fast this time again. We've gotten a little faster.
The beast is ended!
Oh.
Where is the Medicaid?
Do-do-dum-do-dum.
Dead and gone. Courage, Psycho. You may yet be redeemed. I bring justice to Atoma. Reloading.
A freak!
Enemy
Freak's
coming
courage! Might be out of order.
Focus on your own work, Zealot.
Oh, this is where they're coming from.
Fire track extinguished!
Reaching the Empyrean.
Oh, I thought I was going towards it. A little grenade boost is all that was. The dog fly.
Guide my hand. My thanks. Trapper.
Now I'm trying to wonder how I should. So that's the. So this is just like my Purge Psyker run at normal build, but I have a. What do I have? I have another build idea where it's just the I don't remember. Anyways, give the old email a check. What was that thing called? What was I looking for? Do-do-do.
Hey, Climpy! Have you been messing with my storm dancer again? Something doesn't feel right.
Why do you ask questions to which you already know the answer?
Do that. Alright. Let's see what we got here. How long are we into this stream? We are at 1 hour and 19 minutes. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I think that'll do for today, guys. Hope you have a great day. All that goodness. See you next time. Thank you, guys.